Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, says Maurice the Mouse. But I'm here too. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Heartwood Tourney from the Stable Studios. It's good to be back. Let me introduce my earworms before we do anything further. There.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
We have the invincible Terry.
I got the brute. It's my turn. My turn.
Terry
You're gonna
promised
get
you
it.
would be nice to me tonight.
No, you won't.
Yeah,
Todd.
don't believe it.
Todd. He didn't forget the button. It's just like most women. They like to be late.
Finished?
Forgot where it was.
Yeah.
Finished. And my
Carry
good
on.
friend William Kenny is in as well.
Good evening, everybody.
All the way from rainy Ireland again.
That's the way it is. It's
Rainy
bloody raining at
Ireland.
the minute.
It's raining at the moment.
Oh.
He says. Been nice and sunny all day, and it's raining now. But never mind.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to cajole and advise and keep you guys entertained while I try and do a lot better.
Advice.
I haven't been doing much turning recently, so this may work and it may not. But we'll give it a go. See how we go. We're going to turn a box from
God help.
this. I'll put Maurice back up on his perch up here. And I think I can get rid of that mouse now. I don't need it now. This is a piece of walnut.
Put it on full screen so they can see it.
Oh, sorry. See that? I do need the mouse. Yeah.
You need us as well.
I don't. Well, that's what you're here for.
That's it.
You know what I mean? There you go. There we go. Right, I'll not need the mouse now till the end.
Can hide him.
Because I can change cameras and everything. Right, I've lost my piece of wood now. Here it is. So a piece of walnut. 5.5 inches long, 3.25 inches, sort of squarish. It's not quite square, but it'll be going round in a minute. And then I have a little piece of boxwood, just a little tiny piece, because it's too expensive to use. And it's 3 inches by roughly 2 inches. Oh, what do I need? 38 mil. Oh, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you got it.
I've got it. It should be okay. By the time I get it, it's not quite round. It's a bit oval shaped, but once I get it round, it should be okay. But we'll come back to
an oval hole. It might work.
And I cut an oval hole. That might happen anyway, Terry. You know how it goes. So we're going to make a little box, and I'll show you the picture. I'll give you an idea of what we're going to try and make. So we have this little, that sort of thing is what we're going to try and make. Something similar to that.
Very
But
nice
I intend to just make a one-piece box with a foot, basically. That one's made in 3 separate pieces. But I'm going to try and make it in 1. Or 2, sorry.
2.
Right, so I'll get this mounted on a lathe. Terry's going to tell me who's in.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to Brian's Live. Welcome back, Brian, by the way.
Thank you very much,
First one
Terry.
in today was, apart from the moderators, was Andy, door 60, followed by Rob Copperell, Grandma Ruth Tubes in, Norman Greenwell, Wayne the Wood Turner's in, Karsten Pedersen's in, Todd Glencove Woodworks is there, Fred Gilliver's there, Paul Heighton, the Gravesby Turner, Haley from Wooden Burl is there, Susie the Swiss Wood Turner, Albert Dawson, Des Barnwell, Nigel Harvey, Yorkshire Git is in, Glenn.
Oh, Glenn.
Vinnie Charlton's there, Ian Tivenin is in.
Ian who?
With Ian Tivenin.
Oh.
New name for me. Wivy Woodshed's in. Andrew. Nice to meet you, by the way, at wherever it was. I can't remember now.
Daventry? No.
Daventry, that's it. You got it. The professor's in. Rob. Hello, Rob. Malcolm Douglas is there. Lucy Bundy Rowe is in with a potato stuck up her nose, I think.
Super potato.
It says super potato, so I don't know where it is. And the intermediate is in, the learner. Terry Bartlett's in, he's late, but he's in. Zed's in, Zombie Word Turner. Hello, Zed. Didn't see you for a while.
No, Zed.
Welcome in, mate. So far, those are they. Peter Carless is in as well. And I think we maybe read all the... Oh, Ruby Clare's there. Hello, Ruby. Good afternoon.
Ruby. Welcome along.
And I think that's all the new ones at the moment. We will keep you abreast of who's
So as
next.
I want, well, I'm going to use a face shield to rough this down, and then I'll probably change to my
Safety
goggles,
glasses.
safety glasses. But I just like to use a safety shield when I'm starting to rough out.
Zed said his wife told him he had two bad habits. One, he don't listen, and something else.
I just press the button to
Yeah.
start my lathe, and it's not even turned on the wall.
Oh, well, there we are. Don't forget, everybody, if you want to ask a question, please prefix it with a couple of capital
Couple of
Q's or
questions,
something.
couple of
So,
capital
you know,
Qs, yeah.
'cause I'm getting on a bit. My eyes are not what they should be.
And mine is catching up.
Sorry,
And
sorry, Terry.
Williams is catching up.
Terry, I'm sorry, you're not getting on a bit.
I'm getting on.
You're getting on.
I've got on a bit.
Yeah, you've got
I thought, Brian, you were going to say you're there.
It's
I'll
close.
reach that pinnacle.
So just a quick word about health and safety, guys. Make sure that when you're working in your workshops, you follow all the health and safety guidelines that the AWGB recommend. And you're responsible for your health and safety. I'm not. You're not in my
Talking of
workshop.
talking of health and safety, Brian. Andy Woodwork Learner said, Terry, is Brian allowed to keep his watch on since it monitors, or is he still breathing?
Well,
So
what
I'd
do you
probably
mean?
take it off.
Watch?
And then you got a what watch?
What watch?
What watch?
So we'll turn that up to about 1,000 reps. And we use a spindle roughing gauge. That's not 1,000 yet. That'll do. And we'll just gently take corners off that. There's no need to rush.
We've got 09. Talking that, I was on the Zoom meeting last night, 7 o'clock, and 7:15, the internet went bang.
Oh, right.
Never came back
no.
till this morning, so that was it.
So to be strictly correct, when you're roughing out, you should really start in the middle and work to one end, and then start in the middle and work to the other end, because you're cutting supported fibers then. But as I'm just roughing, I'll do that for you now. So there, and out to that end. And then if you're a little bit ambidextrous, you can change hands and go the other way.
No, can't do it.
Can you do it, William? You should learn.
No.
It's much easier then to do different things without having to
Yeah.
turn your body in a walking
You
position.
don't have to move your feet as much.
Especially if you're parting off and you're right-handed, you have to put your left arm over the chuck to get at it. If you could do it the other way around,
Yeah.
so the piece with your right hand.
No,
And now
my
that-
left arm is just balance.
And
That's
now
it.
now that I'm far enough away from the piece of wood that I can get my finger in there, I'm going to move the tool rest forward.
Good night, Wayne. Thanks for calling in. Brief,
Take care,
although it
Wayne.
was nice to see you. Say
All right.
hello to Jane for us. Wayne's got to go, got to sort Jane out, so it's fine.
Good man. Later, Wayne. Some nice shavings coming off of this walnut already. Not quite down around there.
Some nice colour coming there.
So the trick is to keep the tool at the same angle and move your body. Move your body. Shake your body. Right, that's nearly. Oh, there's a big hole in there. Where did that come from? Oh, well, maybe a hole in the side of this box, but not matter. Right, one last cut here.
Usually with walnut, where you get a branch inclusion, the pit area usually is really
out.
soft. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happened there.
What was the timber again? I forgot.
Walnut.
Walnut.
We're playing with walnut and boxwood this evening.
Lovely.
If you want to make a nice straight cylinder, the trick is to make sure your tool rest is parallel to your lathe bed. So you can look down over the top of it and make sure that the two corners are the same distance away from the parallel with your lace bed. That should be better. And I'll do one more cut. It's almost finished. That. Sand that with 400 now. A little bit more speed. One last little light cut. And that should be a cylinder.
What? Done.
Close enough, yeah.
Down to round. Perfect.
So that is just a little branch inclusion in there. Not a bother. So now we're going to make a tenon. And I'm only going to make a tenon on one end. Because it's a wrong tool. Where is that tool?
Grandma RootTube has a question for you, Brian. She says, Brian, have you always been ambidextrous or just since wood turning?
Since wood turning. I only started to learn it when I started wood turning because it's a real pain having to move your feet all the time and change it and get way over here. And
So I was going to say,
Yeah.
some of the angles are terrible. You got to get into
Yeah.
if you know.
So I just need a little tenon in here. Where I'm using an SC3 chuck. And it should be 38 mil.
You must have read my mind. I was just going to say what chuck you're aiming for.
Better check that, make sure that is 38 mil. It is. Getting somewhere. You can tell I've not been turning for a while because I can't remember what size they are.
It'll come back to you.
Take that.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Perfect.
38 mil, you said, so you're using the SC2, not the SC3, is it?
Sorry, SC2, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's make the slightest little dovetail in that. And switch that off. Now, that should be that. We'll get that off of there and get the mounted in the chuck. Remove that step center. Now, the reason I put the step center in there is because it's got a nice flat in here, which the jaws grip on. Some step centers don't have that flat.
Most
They're just
don't
too
have
tapered,
those, do
yeah.
they?
Like that one doesn't have a flat, so you shouldn't use that one in the jaws. This one is designed.
You'll damage
you
it.
can sit in it. You'll damage that and your jaws probably. So that's a Robert Sorby one. It has that flat designed for the purpose. Just a little safety tip for you.
Yeah.
Of course, you're being lazy. Like, you just put the step center in the chuck so you don't have to take a chuck off and all
That's
the rest.
exactly right. That's
Yeah.
I'll
exactly
put
right.
mine in the Morse taper, you see.
Oh, do you?
I stick it in the chuck.
Yeah.
Whether it has a flat or a taper,
You
it goes
can't
in.
just stick in the Morse
Whether
taper on the
whether that's a flat or not, yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I know.
I can't believe you do such a thing.
Well, the thing is, of course, is if it's gripped there on the edge, you are pushing against it, so it's not going to come out, is it?
Mm.
True.
Great chuck, horrible key.
Terrible
Oh, it's
key.
wicked, innit? Wicked.
Cuts the hand off you. Now, let's do a little bit of sizing. Size of a butterfly. So I'm going to make from there and just go round that over. And then I'm going to come back. Oh,
Where's your middle? Where's the middle of your bowl?
middle of the
You want
bowl.
to find the middle of the bowl.
Yeah, about there somewhere.
Right.
And then about there somewhere.
Yeah, some of that inclusion might turn away.
Yeah.
Then get rid of some of that inclusion. And then there's going to be a little foot down to there. So that's a no cut line for parting off. So a little stem will come in around there. Something like that. With a little splayed foot. And then, right, that's it. That should give me a clue. Now I want to take this down and round it off a little bit, and then I'm going to hollow it. So I'm going to use a 3/8
Sounds like
swindle
a plan.
gauge. Just to take that down a little bit. So again, cutting downhill, so you're cutting supported grain.
Glyn has a question for you there, Brian. He says, is that stem long enough, Brian, going back to the book?
Yeah, it will be, I think.
Roy's the boy is in. Good evening, Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
I just want to come round that corner a bit more and then leave a kind of flat piece just about there somewhere. And that should be somewhere in around 38 mil. That's about right. That's pretty good. I'm not going to take too much out of here, but I just want to give myself an idea of the shape. Oops.
So as you don't
Where's
over hollow.
Sorry, Terry.
Roy's in Portishead, wherever that is.
Portishead? Yeah, no idea either.
Perhaps you'll tell me.
Yeah, where are you at, Roy?
So something like that-ish. We can refine the outside
Bristol.
shape just
Bristol.
Portishead,
He's in Bristol.
That was a nice little catch I had there. Ran back there. That's fine.
Controlled skid.
I control the skid,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or rather wide thread.
It's a big thread, yeah.
Yeah. Rubbing is racing. Be fine.
I'm just going to put a Jacob's chuck in here and drill a little hole in the end of that.
I was off to Cornwall in the morning. Have a lovely holiday, mate.
Take care, Roy. Yeah, brilliant.
I know it's going to rain down there, but I have a good time anyway. East Cornwall. It's a posh drill. Where'd you get that?
A butt set.
That's a big one.
Normally, fortunate bit comes out and he pulls out. Oh, look at that. Very nice.
From 14 up to 25 mil.
Nice.
El cheapo Amazon set. It wasn't very expensive.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Use them that often, do you? So.
When you're only drilling wood, they last a long, long time.
Yeah.
They should do.
Yeah. And easy sharpened as well.
And relatively sharpened, yeah. So turn the speed down a bit. Somewhere around the 500 mark. And see, can we just draw that out? I'll change cameras to there for you.
I like that drill set. It's nice.
It's not bad. So as long as I can see shavings coming out of there, I'm quite happy to keep drilling. As soon as I see them not coming out,
yeah, withdraw.
Like there, they're just about starting to jam up there. I'll just withdraw the drill and clean it. I just use big white thread, so I can just use my pencil, and then go back in again.
Roy's got 10 days in Cornwall. He's going fishing, he says.
Nice one.
Good man. Alan Gibbs just joined us. Hello, Alan.
Good evening, Alan.
Now, I just want to measure now and see how deep we're going to go here. I'll take that face.
Brian is making a lidded with a finial box. on a foot, Roy.
Changing to my safety goggles just because it's easier to talk to you guys and stuff. I need a little
He's
drink.
going to be using walnut, which that is, and he's going to be using boxwood for the lid stroke finial.
So, switch the lid off a second. How far do I want to go in here? I only want to go down to about here somewhere because I still have to make that shape a bit better. Excuse me, that's terrible. Yeah. Let's see how far that is. So we're going down 55 mil from this edge.
Richard Feelings just joined us. Hello,
Right,
Richard.
Good evening, Richard.
So what I can do is I can use a felt marker.
Where have you been hiding, Richard?
And if I go from the edge of the cut, the edge of the thing, 55 mil, stay there. I want to gain that much.
Brian, you have a counter on your tailstock.
I know I don't like
He
it.
does. You don't like using it. It's really accurate, actually.
Yeah, so that's. It is accurate,
Set it to 0 when you do it, mine.
but I'm not gonna tell you why I'm not using it.
There's no battery in it.
The battery's flat. So from the edge of the cutter, I'm just moving that into the edge. A little bit, just there, that'll do.
Tony
going
Smith has just
into that
joined
one.
us.
Good evening,
Right,
Tony.
Evening, Tony.
Richard says he took a wee break from YouTube. Good man.
Good man.
Sometimes it can catch up with you, all right?
Never hurts to do that, does it? Brian's just took a wee break. I don't know, since November.
Aye, since November, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a short break.
Short break, yeah.
Well, I spend far too much time with YouTube, I think. But it can be quite addictive.
It can. I've stopped just watching everything because I used to
Yeah.
watch
You
everything.
can't do it, can you?
Used to try and watch everything.
And then I wasn't doing anything else. Watching
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
So I've decided that I need to have a life as well,
Yeah.
as well as YouTube. So I come and go when it pleases me now. So now we're
Oh,
going
it
to
can
try
be
and follow
a
that.
great source of, inspiration, if you're looking for a project to do. Or,
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. But sometimes it takes a long time because what happens is you look at something and say, oh, that's interesting.
Then
And
you
you
do
go
another
on
one, then you do
with
another one.
the
Yeah.
intention of just having a quick look
Yeah.
and then, well, skip to the end, see how it's finished. And then you're there for an hour and a half.
and then you're down the rabbit hole to another one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it all gets a bit strange. So we're going to use the Simon Holland tool. This little dude. That's far too high, obviously.
Feel sorry for some of these poor people that are actually working.
I know.
Because I mean, being retired, you can watch it if you want to, but
Yeah, I could watch
even
all
that
this.
takes a long time. How do they cope?
Yeah, exactly. When they've only got, an hour, a couple of hours in the
Yeah,
evening.
Yeah, how do they cope and pay a television license? That's the thing.
You don't get a television license free yet, Terry.
Hmm?
So I need to make this hole
Bigger.
38 mil. So I'll just do that first. And then, so we're a fair bit to go there.
Might be worth hollowing it out and leaving a bit, and then
yeah.
in that hole at the end, in case you catch it while it's hollowing afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bit more speed there might be better. I was still cutting at drilling speed.
Ah.
check of that and see where we are.
Little square carbide makes a nice little box cutter, box scraper.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just get in a little bit there. Those of you who follow my channel will know that this is the cheap Chinese carbide that I bought, or that I was sent. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. Back to the Simon Hope one.
That's the little cup cutter, Brian, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a little beast of a thing.
It is very aggressive little cutter. Good evening, Chris.
You can, of course, go right through the side in milliseconds with it. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yeah, no, we all have.
Didn't like that very much, did it?
No. Yeah, good length over the. Yeah.
Just a bit too far over the tool rest for it there. It's just complaining a little bit. So let's have a look. Of course, that's the mini hauler I'm using. Right, so I've got a little bit of a lump down here at the bottom. Just about here is a little lump. So I'll get into the bottom and take that out.
Barry Chitty is in. Evening, Barry.
And you can probably just see that tool just bouncing off that lump there.
Yep.
But it's just where this inclusion is.
Does it go right through?
That inclusion there, well,
make a hole, is it?
It may well be getting super glued and some of these shavings popped out just in a minute. But I'm going to try and take that little lump off now and see how it goes. So just a nice little cut. Just try that. Trick when you're doing this is just take your time. Don't rush the hollowing bit. Take your time. I know it's not good for you guys to watch. So you can see there now that tool is just kind of rolling across there. It's in the hole, I think. And it's not. It's just a little bit right in the very bottom. Can't see. Need my light.
Raymond Wise is in. Good evening, Raymond.
Hello, Raymond.
Let's put this little light on here.
53 good people watching, Brian.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Considering I've been absent for so long, I'm surprised there's anybody here. Right, so there's just a little bit in the bottom there that needs fixing. That's okay. Push that back again, don't need it there. And I think I'll use my little 1-inch scraper just to round out the bottom a little bit. Yep, that should do, I think.
Lucy's going to Maker Centre on Sundays. Peter Carlis says, Lucy, my advice is to catch a train to the exhibition centre from Coventry Railway Station. Cheaper than parking. So, Peter, how much is it to park there? Do you know? Or I've heard it's expensive.
So that little round nose scraper there, just done a really good job going around there. So that's the one I wanted. And I think we're finished on the inside. I think we are. Just give that a quick.
Raymond Wise says it's nice to see you back at the lathe, Brian.
Thank you, Raymond. Thank you.
It is.
Right, that little hole just doesn't quite come through, but I think if I take any more out of there, I think it does come through actually. I think it's just it's actually packed. It's kind of packed with little shavings that have just come out of there. Let me just give it a blast there. There we go.
Yeah, let's got rid of that.
So there is a little hole there.
That's a feature.
And it actually goes at that sort of angle.
Mhm.
It goes at that sort of angle.
All right.
So
That's where the branch was coming down on then.
don't think there's much I can do about that.
It's nature.
Felt something there I didn't
Yeah,
like.
it doesn't have to be waterproof, does it?
I'll tell you what's happened there. It's bounced when it's went over that. So I've got a tiny little bit in there, which is like a bit of tear out.
Hmm. Can you
So a
sand
little
it
bit
out?
of sandpaper will take that out. Don't be worrying about using sandpaper. I'll give it a little try with a little bit of 120 grit. Just try that in there. And see will that remove that. I think it will. I'll turn the speed down.
Todd's saying put a cord through it, make it into a light.
I could, yeah. And that'll be good enough. It's perfect. So that's about a 120 grit. That's a little bit more. I think it could. Yeah. The next grit will take it out. So I'm going to go from 120 to 180, 240. It just caught in the hole there. Turn the speed down a little bit more. Yeah, it just wants to catch on the hole.
You've got a stick
Aha,
that's
man.
small.
Aha, man. Of course I have, Derry.
Are you filling the hole now, or are you just going to leave it?
Well, I'm going to have a look at it here now and see what it's like when it's sanded.
Susie says one enormously large light pole.
Yeah. Gold leaf, of course.
Gold leaf, yeah. No,
Oh God, don't get that going.
she's gold leaf in the brain, that girl.
That's actually a fairly big hole to fill, Brian.
It is quite a
Yeah.
substantial hole. I think I'll just leave it actually.
I would leave
See
it.
what happens when I've still got to tidy up the outside. So now I'm quite happy with the inside. That'll do. Yep, I'll just give that a wee. Will I bother sanding sealing this? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Use a little sanding seal it. Where is my sanding seal?
I was going to say set solid in the can.
Yeah.
Wow. That was some nice sanding seal that I just sprayed in there. That was quite a lot. I wasn't expecting it to come out as quick as that. There you go. Yeah, I was in today and I gave everything a good shake. And just give it a rub with a cloth just to make sure it goes into all the wee nooks and crannies. That'll do. Put out round the edge where the spray didn't get to. That'd be grand. And a little bit of Hampshire Sheen High gloss wax on the inside.
You could also spray it black, couldn't you, without waxing it? Just spray it black.
Could spray the inside black.
Mm,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
I know.
I'm just gonna leave it. Leave it natural.
El natural.
I'm using a piece of cloth because I'm not spinning the lathe. just rubbing that into it. And I just leave that piece of cloth in there. It just lives in there. Oh, that way. Saved one piece of tissue there, didn't I?
You did.
You did. You did for sure.
Not that miserable or anything.
Now
I'm
you
still on
could
my
all
first can of wax that I bought
Yeah. Oh,
when I
I
started turning.
discovered today that I've got an original tin.
Well, we've used a couple of tins. I'm just about to finish the third one, and I'm moving on to the new tin next week, I think.
So just give that a
Well,
quick.
you don't need much, do you? It is really good.
No, you don't use a lot of it.
No.
In fact, you're far better to give it 3 or 4 light coats than try
Right.
and put one
Yeah.
big heavy coat on. It doesn't work the same. Now, the thing we need to do is measure this hole, make sure it's 38 mil. Well, it doesn't really matter because we can make it fit, but I want the 38 mil because I want to try and use the chuck to hold it. Where are my verniers? There they are. And that, my friends, is 38.2 of a mil.
Oh, I think that'll fit then.
Yeah.
Should fit. Now, let me just take that light off of there. Stick it back on there. It should be. Bring up the tailstock. And I don't know if there's a big cone center will fit in that. Oh, it does. Perfect.
Perfect.
40 mil sender.
And that'll just hold that while I'm. As is the problem with the Xmaster 406, the banjo configuration is not brilliant because I'll explain to you in a way. When you put your banjo in here, the center of your tool rest is nearly 3 3/4 inches from the edge of your banjo to the center of your tool rest. So it
That's
causes
because it's offset.
it can't.
Bill
causes
Krulek
well
has
offset.
joined us.
Like you see there, see how far offset it is from this edge. It's a good way over and away. So you need to get your quill out. I think that's why this is such a big, strong, heavy quill.
As I say, Brian, Bill Krulek has joined us.
Bill
Welcome
Krulek.
along, Bill. That's
Hey,
a new
Bill.
name.
Evening, Bill. And Peter Carley says the cheapest charge for parking is £14, up to
Wow.
27 at Maker Central.
That is ridiculous.
That
It
is
is a bit
saucy, isn't it?
expensive, £27.
It is. So we'll just finish off this curve here. Bit more speed.
Robert Broadwood's in. Good evening, Robert.
Good evening, Robert. Very nice.
Should be good.
It certainly is. Oh, Raymond Wise says this time next week he'll be up at Loch Inver for 10-day salmon fishing. 14 other guys and a bit of drinking. Oh, I wish I was there. Very nice.
Super nice.
I love salmon fishing and trout fishing.
Yeah, that would be a pleasurable experience, I would think.
Yeah.
Todd says, or do you have that backwards, Raymond?
Yeah.
I'd say
14 days of
some days
drinking.
it will be.
Right. You're still on the overhead, yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fine. Good picture. That'd be a good picture. Take it as catch and release now, is it, Raymond? Salmon fishing, or is it farm salmon?
Right, but you can still see my pencil line is there, so I haven't taken anything off the middle.
No.
I don't really want to take anything off the middle. We're just going to take this down a little bit further. And then I'm going to put a little step in the bottom here, or a little fillet.
Fillet, yeah.
Firkin means the same as a fillet.
So just use a little shear scrape there. Just tidy that up. And there seems to be a tiny little ridge just on the right in the centre there.
That ridge is your pencil line.
And I'm just going to smooth that out.
I hope you have a good week's fishing then, or 10 days fishing, Raymond.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, beautiful.
No
I haven't
finer
done any
place.
trout or salmon fishing since I
No
moved
finer
up here.
place. So we'll just give that a little. I'll do. Better put the extractor on, eh?
Yeah.
Get rid of that dust.
Yeah, don't need that.
I know a guy that's turning for over 30 years and he doesn't have a dust extractor. Never did nor never will.
My
No.
God.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's in his 70s.
It's 31.
31, yeah. Perhaps he would have lived to 95 then.
Well,
Sometimes I wonder if it is it all, you know, they say it damages your lungs and this, that, and the third thing, but you see people 80, 90 years old never use dust extraction. Still going.
so I'm just doing this with the grain as well to help remove any radial marks. That's almost heart-shaped on that. So very peaceful in here tonight.
It is. Nobody's asking any questions. Nobody's saying, not many people saying much, actually, to be honest.
Must be engrossed or bored to tears, one of the two.
Yeah, well, they're probably all asleep.
They're engrossed.
Sleeping, yeah.
Well, we've learned that Lucy's going to Maker Centre on Sunday. Raymond Wise is going salmon fishing for 10 days, lucky toe rag.
Okay, good.
I'm sure there's not a lot of luck involved in that. I'm sure he's been planning that for a while.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of thing you just jump up and say, "Oh, I'll go fishing tomorrow."
Actually, that's the sort of thing I would do.
Well, that's but that's you, Dad.
You can ask Reef that. Sometimes I'm going away tomorrow, so we go fishing. See you tomorrow. See you next day.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Off gone. And Professor said, "Oh, is Brian back?" Question mark.
Shut up, Rob.
Rob's just woken up.
Go off some people, you know.
Robert Lerner says he was asleep. Todd says his internet paused for 5 minutes, and he didn't realise it.
Bloody hell. There's some nice grain in that piece, Brian.
There
That's
is.
lovely, yeah.
That'd go lovely when you
see
seal that up. It'll look lovely.
When I pop this bit now, because I'm down as far as I need to go there. I don't think I need to do any more. And now it's just a stem to make.
Well, you'll shape the foot there and then part it off and then just trim the back up afterwards.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll just sand it up, and I can make a jam chuck, stick it in, and finish the bottom for one. But I'm not going to worry about that tonight. Just close that back up a wee bit further. I think I might just run that with the inertia standard at 400 and see what happens. See what it does.
Of course, you just got another one of those, haven't you, William?
Yep, came today. All the way from Simon Hope.
Bill was saying the reason he was late was he's looking for some hay. It's been so wet in Tennessee that
Oh,
nobody can harvest any.
Nope. We may end up in the same boat. Why is that wind so rough? Was that 400 grit I just used there?
Raymond's been fishing the same place for 15 years. Where's that then?
I wonder why that went rough. That was 80 grit. What an idiot.
I know Loch in
Oh, no.
What was it, 80 grit, you say?
I picked up the wrong thing.
Oh, here we go then. Another
Picked
5
up the
minutes.
wrong mandrel, so I'll have to do a little bit more sanding, but it won't take a minute. Wonder when I put my finger on it, that seems a bit rough at that. That's better. Yep, that's good. Let's go about 400 now. We're cooking with gas.
Brilliant triple and Pete. It was lovely. From Daventry, me and I took Colin as well, so I had company. It was good.
It's always nice for a road trip to have company.
Yeah, it was great. We had a lovely weekend, actually. I'll see you again. I'll see you in another week, Mike. Peter, I think I'm demonstrating at Tudor Rose Club. 23rd, is it? Oh, yeah, I can't remember now.
You are?
Nice meeting you.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, I are.
That should be good now. I will give that a little bit of sanding. So I might just touch up that little fillet there just to make it a sharper edge. Using
The 80 grit cut lumps over.
Yeah.
Kind of just a little bit. So if I just come round there just a tiny little bit and just put the point in and just sharpen that up and roll it over.
Always makes it better when it's nice and crisp. Makes it stand out.
Just like that. That should make that a whole lot nicer. Not do anything else with that now. Let's put a little bit of sanding mix sealer on that. I'm going to use I'll put it on a cloth.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't be lazy.
Lazy? Me? Would I be
November
lazy?
to May? Yeah, lazy.
Oh, look at that.
That would look nice with lacquer.
Might get lacquer yet, you never know. I can wax it and then lacquer it later.
It just, it would make that grain stand even more, wouldn't it? Give it depth.
Give it a bit of depth, yeah.
Can't get that. I'm not happy with that sanding sealer at all. Where is it? There it is there. Oh my God, Martin. How am I supposed to get rid of that? Oh, God.
That sounds amazing, Raymond. I wish you luck as well for all the old fishes.
My sanding sealer, Ryan, I just poured into a fairy liquid bottle.
And squirt it on,
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I've got mine in a little bottle. Just tip it up, squirt, go on.
And I've been using the same fairy liquid bottle since I started turning 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it lasted a long time, that fairy liquid, but that's ridiculous.
I think you might have topped it up, but
Yeah, but it's the same bottle.
Clean piece of tissue.
for Pushing the boat out now.
I know. No expense, Bert.
Expense.
That's nice and dry. Quick bit of Hampshire Sheen high gloss.
Going to shape the foot while it's there, or just going to leave it at that?
No, I'm going to shape the foot. Try to do this in one piece.
Yeah, it's fine.
But like making a goblet, really, isn't it? Same idea.
Certainly is.
Yep, small goblet is what you're making.
One of my favourite things to make, actually, is goblets.
Professor says, hurry up with the bottle, William. He's waiting to make a rocket out of it. Good advert,
the ad on
Rob.
TV, the poor little kid waiting for the
Yeah.
bottle. Yeah.
Waiting.
I remember that advert from about 30 years ago.
Yeah,
Same advert.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a different child.
Yeah. There we go. How about that?
Nice. That looks good.
Shiny enough for
Just
you.
turn it back. Yeah, you get. Oh, look, it's lovely. Keep going. Back a bit. There's some lovely colours coming there. Look.
Look at that, like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yep.
And the
Good bit of
little hole doesn't
timber there.
detract from it too much. Right, so now, stem to a foot. Let me just turn that in there a bit. And we'll use the 1/2 inch or the 3/8 spindle gauge. And we'll just take this away. Quite aggressive cuts. Now, in the grand scheme of things, how much smaller we want this foot to be than the...
I wouldn't go much more now.
No, well, I think
You're
your
gonna
foot
leave your- you're
diameter,
gonna have
the
to
foot
part off
diameter is
the
going to
wood.
be about 2/3 of the bowl diameter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just stick your parting tool in and define where you're cutting off, and
I think that should be enough there, I think.
Okay. Bill's asking that. How do you waterproof your goblets, or do you just let the wine and spirit stain it? Just let it stain it. Bill.
yeah.
It makes for a better. It's like when you've matured whiskey
Builds
in
it,
a
yeah, builds
sherry
up the flavour in the
barrel.
cask.
builds up the taste. Lovely.
There's a whole lot of talk about using like something like Rustin's plastic coat, which is a too fat
Yeah.
epoxy, basically.
No, just
But
let it go.
yeah. Now,
That's what I would anyway.
there's a little finial going on top of this.
I'm wondering if that fit's too big a diameter. The actual
It is.
base.
It's far too big. Yep. It's far too big. I'm not even contemplating leaving it like that. But I just wanted to get my parting offline there.
Uh-huh.
How about that for
Just slightly smaller.
A little pip smaller, yeah.
Yeah. That's better. That's a bit better. Yeah, take a middle out and let's have a look and see what it's like.
change to a smaller gauge because I want to just get right in against that fillet.
Have a look at your drawing and see what that proportion is like of the stem.
I'm not worried about the drawing, Terry. I'm just making my own.
No, in your mind, you know.
The idea was the drawing was just an idea.
Mm.
So I just make it up as I go along now. I think this needs to go further in here.
I would take that right the way in. Dewey sheds in. Oh, Dewey.
Evening, Dewey.
I do.
Thanks for calling in.
Brian is turning a little piece of walnut. He's making a little box with a lid, finialed lid.
A finialed lid.
So I'm just being real careful there because I'm actually cutting uphill now. That'll be fine now. Go back to cutting downhill. I think everybody in our chat understands what cutting uphill and cutting downhill is by now.
Imagine so. Bill says he's got a bunch of people in SCA, where that is, South California, I don't know, asking him to make goblets, and they're willing to pay premium prices.
Nice one.
Oh,
Well
get
done.
after them, buddy. Get after them.
Get them done.
If any child wants to know if you're going to thread the lid, could we please?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I would have done it for you, Vinny. You know that.
Yeah, you would have, but I'm not gonna.
Are you going to put the match of that fillet on the base? No. On the foot,
You should-
sorry.
You should
I
do.
was thinking of decorating the foot a wee bit.
Oh,
I just want to try and get this blend.
it needs
in.
something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. It's not finished. It may get a bit of decoration yet. Right. I've left that there's a tiny little line there. I don't know if you can see it, just right there. There.
No,
And I'm just leaving that there for a minute.
I can't see it.
So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller and a little bit flatter there. And just a tiny little step there. Roll it over to there. We'll see what that looks like. Whether I like it or not.
No. Steps should be further up. Further
Further up?
down. Further down.
Further down where? Down here, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, about that. Same. Actually, make it the same diameter as the one on the cup. Good proportion. Roughly.
Roughly.
In your eye, you know. Gives you that sort of.
That's about there, Terry.
Yeah, about right.
Somewhere about there.
Mhm. Just eyeball it as you do it. Look at the other side as you come down.
Tell you what I might do. I'll put 2 in it just for now. That's up back to that line again in the middle.
Mm.
So there's a little step just there.
That's it.
I just about can't see that. How about that?
Yeah, not too bad.
And now do I want to take this?
Yeah,
Get
take
rid of
that
it.
in, but no. That's it.
Get
Yeah,
rid-
take that in till it comes up to the fillet.
The what makes it a little bit narrow, do you think?
Yeah, can do.
And then bring it up to that fillet, meet that fillet.
In and back out again, like a cove. Up to the fillet, make a cove there. There's another dimension. That's better.
That looks good, yeah.
That's better. That's better.
That's better, yeah.
Mucho better.
Yeah, it's better.
Mucho's better. Doesn't need very much, I don't think. I'll give it a go with 240 first, see what that'll work.
180, I should. 240, yeah, not even that. You could have started with 400 there.
Yeah, you got a good finish.
Because you had a perfect mirror finish.
Mm-hmm.
Just roughing it up now. Don't you round that fillet over.
No, I'm staying away from the fillet. It's just that blend this little bit where I left the line in the middle.
That looks
So,
perfect.
so it blends nicely in the middle.
Lewis the Klondike Craftsman's just joined us. Evening,
Hi,
Lewis.
Good evening, Lewis.
And then just come from the fillet downwards.
Yeah.
If you get a nice cut on the fillet, sometimes it's best to just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I haven't touched the fillet. And there's a tiny little line just there. Just right there. That needs to go.
And
There
we
it
can't
goes.
see it.
No, I can't though. And it would annoy the living daylights out of me. And what I will do is I'll just put the gouge over that again, just to
Sharpen it up.
Just to sharpen it up. Could even use a point of a skew if you want it, just to take it in there.
No, because I had up at the top of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy the Valley Woodturner's just joined us. Good evening, Andy.
Hi,
Good
Andy.
evening, Andy. Welcome along, buddy.
Right. 240, quick bit of 400, and we're done. That is 400.
I was just going to say, you didn't pick up the 80 again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People who came in late missed that. Don't you be telling everybody.
Brian picked up a piece of 80 grit just now, thinking it was 400, promptly sanded the bowl. Realised it wasn't. Had to go through it all again for those that are late coming in. Not going to drop you in it, right? Oh.
No, not that Terry would drop you in it. No.
You're my mate. You're my mate.
I know. That means you have to drop me in it. That's what that means, eh?
And Grandma Roof Tube's watching as well, so you know what she was.
Aye, yeah.
Rub salt in a wound, you know.
So you know you'll be in trouble when you get in this evening for giving me a hard time.
Yeah, I will.
Saying, what are you doing giving Brian a hard time?
Oh, well, I'll get it in the neck.
No, Lewis, it's a piece of walnut.
Yeah, you got fed up with turning you. There's so much of it about here, Lewis.
There we go. Job's nearly a good one. Pour a bit of sanding sealer on that. See what happens to it.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice.
That looks good now.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Be fine. Be grand. A blind man, a gallop on the horse will never notice it. How are we doing for time, boys?
Oh, it's 20 to 8. 20 to 9, sorry.
20 to
Oh,
9.
20.
8:40.
You're good. You're good.
Plenty of time, Brian.
Plenty of time.
There's nobody left in the chat, just me and William. We'll just.
That's
switch
all
it.
right. Who cares? I'm doing this for me.
We'll
That's
finish
right.
it anyway.
A little bit of Hampshire sheen. Again. We'll just repolish the whole thing. Not do any harm.
Martin at Woody's Creations is in the evening, Martin.
Hi, Martin. Welcome along, buddy.
Glad to see you're awake.
Awake at this time of night, yeah. Just give it a second. And we'll buff it up. Turn the speed up a bit.
I got my wood turning club on Tuesday. I forgot what the competition entry's supposed to be. So. Shan't be doing that.
You need to start bringing someone with you.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know. They did say what it was. But...
There we go. What's that?
I can't even remember who the demonstrator is now. Bad, isn't it?
Oh, Terry. Right, so now we'll take this off. Switch off that extractor. Give myself a bit of a relief cut there.
Yeah, because you said that'll fit in a chuck, won't it? The other end.
The other end.
Lightly, yeah, to finish the bottom off. So you don't have to power right through and finish it there, do you?
I think what I will do is this will be fine, and we'll just saw the last little bit off.
Yeah.
And I'll just sand the bottom. It'll be grand, I think.
It's looking thin. That looks nice. Like that.
Yeah, it's pleasing shape.
Easy on the eye.
That's the whole idea. Let's take that away.
Martin says, lovely finish on that, Brian.
Thank you, Martin. So there's very little to be done on the bottom of that. I'll just sand that on a pad. In fact, I didn't undercut it enough. So I definitely will have to sand it. But what I could do is make a little jam chuck and remount it that way and just take that end off.
Yeah, that's the answer.
But we'll worry about that later. Let me just take this off of here.
You got your money sorted out of that piece.
He did, didn't he? Blimey.
Didn't leave a lot left. I'm always getting in trouble from Pete for that.
Martin, it was a piece of walnut, and he's turning the lid stroke finial, or finial lid, with a piece of box.
There'll be a little lid put on it now with a finial on top. And I hope it looks all right. The bottom of that's annoying me now. I'm going to have to fix that.
Got a little tiny chuck you can hold it in.
I don't think I have.
Finish the bottom off. A pin chuck. Something.
I'd have to change the jaws on my chuck
Don't worry.
to put the pin.
Well, you can do that later on, can you?
I'll do that later. You get the idea. You'll get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now, next thing I want to do is this little bit of boxwood. So, too much stuff lying about. So this is a little piece of boxwood. I'm going to try and make a lid and a finial out of that. So let's get it back in the chuck. Put that in there. We'll do a chuck key. Oh, it's over there. Here is said chuck key.
Cut key, that is.
For those of you that weren't in, so I need the tenon on that end. Right, so let's put it there first. Just kind of guess the middle. About there somewhere. Okay, I need to measure that.
As long as you got enough wood for your lid, 38mm lid.
38mm I need.
Yeah, you've nearly 2 inches there, have you?
Looks like it.
Yeah, well, it's oval, you see, so there'll be a whole lot more coming off this side than it will off this side. So from the middle out to there is 25mm, so it should be plenty.
50mm, yeah. You're right.
Should be plenty. Let's try and square this around. Square this up. Don't think that's what I meant to say.
That'll soon clean up.
Well, spindle off the roughing gauge again. Make sure that's nice and tight.
Not too tight, or you'll have 2 pieces.
Yeah. Starting to feel like it's good there.
Yeah, looked like it was a shaving coming off.
And this end doesn't really matter so much.
That's your finial top on it.
So we're going to take the finial out too.
That's the sharp end.
That's going to be the pointy end, is right. Now, square that end up a little bit. And now put a 10 on it. $38mm down.
39 there.
Better if you were on that camera.
You got to make sure that fits your box now, because you won't be able to go back to that, will you?
I know, tell. It's not working with that tool. So we'll just use a skew and make a tiny little dovetail in that. Just there. Bring that as nice and square. Should do, I hope.
I'll be spot on.
Lionel's in. Natalia De
Lionel.
Leo.
Good evening, Lionel.
Evening,
What
Lionel.
we'll do is we'll take that off of there.
See if
And
it
I'll
fits.
stick it in the box. And it needs to be just a fraction smaller, so if I do show you there, it just needs to be a fraction smaller. Nice hole, put it back in again. I could have put a 10 on the other end as well, couldn't I?
Well, you don't need a 10 on really.
But I didn't need it, so.
Yeah, I'd fit that as the lid now and get it right, and then I'll tend to leave it between centers there and turn most of the waste away before you put it in the chuck.
Yep. I was thinking exactly the same thing, too.
You won't have to overgrip it.
Bit more.
Yeah, just a light grip. Just a tiny bit more.
Take your time.
Yep.
Creep up on it.
I'm not good at that, Terry. Sure, I'm not.
And
You don't do subtle.
no, you don't.
Not usually, no.
Richard
So
says,
just-
can you change the camera?
Sorry.
Oh, yes, change camera. Yeah.
One of there. Is that better? So that's it, just starting to go in there now.
Well, you want a little bit more off than you.
So, oh, look at that crack. Comes all the way to the end.
Well, it'll disappear. Let's be right.
Don't think it's gonna.
Well, fill it with super glue.
Oh, well.
Yeah, put a bit of glue in.
Yeah, will.
That might all disappear. Time you get your lid's only going to be very thin, isn't it?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah. I want to leave it out and then go kind of undercut it a wee bit if you like.
Fit your tenon first.
But I'll get this tenon fixed first. I'll do my skew. Oh, there it is. I'm just messing about in the river then, huh?
No, that's no problem.
Right. Yep, just a little tiny bit more.
Tiny bit.
And
Yeah.
it is just a tiny bit.
It is. This is where it goes wrong, of course.
No, why didn't you just touch it?
So I'm just made a funny noise.
Professor says he's been given a Christmas tree. Will it be any good to turn?
Depends what it is.
Pine, spruce, pine. All wood's good to turn, Rob.
Yeah, you'll be able to turn it okay. It'll turn.
There might be some good figuring in it. You never know.
Some pines are really nice, I have to say.
They are
Might be a
for
bit
sure.
wet. It was last year's.
There we go.
That's perfect.
So that's perfect now. There's a little pop fit, but I'm gonna hold that in the chuck.
Try.
But I'm gonna try and.
I'd finish most of that spinning like that.
Well, I'm gonna take some of the meat off it for sure.
Yeah, just so you don't have to work hard when it's in a little chuck.
Yes. Definitely right, Terry.
Adrian Olson's joined us. Hello, Adrian.
Good evening, Adrian. Better late than never.
We've come to expect it, Adrian. Brian is making a box on a stem with a finio lid. Go in said box. He's already made the box. He's now making the lid and finial using boxwood. The box was made with walnut.
Now, let me just readjust this tool list.
Little Christmas tree.
So,
Now, get your shape now. What you want?
Yep, we're looking at the lid. I'm looking at the start of the lid.
Yeah. Get that shaped as you.
Nice bit of treading, Terry. Do you see that? Look.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So that's about what?
40
6
PI.
threads per inch. 6 threads per inch here, Brian. Just join the dots.
And I really want that to be
Round it over.
like that. Yep, that's it.
Norman Greenswell says, "Is this like Steve's bowl on a stick?" Well,
Might fit
be.
that category, all right.
It could fit
Similar.
that category. Now, how thin do you want your finial?
Tell you what I do need, sharper gouge.
You do. Go and sharpen it.
In a heartbeat. I'm doing it now, Terry.
Good. Sharpen the other one as well.
Oh God, my arthritis is playing up. Sorry, I didn't have the camera set up for this, guys.
That's all right. We know what we can
Yeah,
hear you
you're all right.
grinding away. It's when you stop hearing the grinder and you don't come back. It means you've gone for a cup of tea.
Would I do that to you, Terry?
Oh, would you do that to me?
In an heartbeat.
I wonder.
Sounds like a plan. There's one gauge done.
I
Just
might
do
have a
the
piece
other
of
one while I'm
Toblerone while I'm waiting.
Well, you could indeed, yeah. Why not?
If not, why not?
I've got a choice. Ruth bought me some Toblerone. I've got a choice here. What's the choice here? It's either orange twist or honey almond nugget and salted caramelized almonds. Ooh.
Oh, you're safe
Honey.
because neither of them appeal to me.
Oh, I think I might just have a bit of the old orange twist.
Orange twist. Whoever decided orange and chocolate was a good idea, I do not know.
Blinking brilliant. Man was a genius.
Right, so there.
Orange twist it is.
Get
was a
that
bit of
ramming
ribbon.
itself round the chuck there.
Boxwood's
Like
lovely.
Like turning resin.
Did you know that Williams never turned boxwood?
I've never turned any.
Have you not?
No.
When I come over, I'll bring you a lump. I might just send you a bit.
That is nice.
It's like turning plastic with him sometimes.
Yeah.
One of my most favourite woods. Susie's wondering whether you might cast these shavings in resin, Brian, and turn something of it.
No.
No.
I did think about that for a second there, Susie, and then I decided no. Right, so that's the shape of my. Keeping it cutting downhill is the thing.
No, you, with boxwood though, you can go uphill, Brian. No problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So tight grind, it doesn't matter. It is like turning resin, so only better.
You can see that by the shavings coming off.
What do you think of that, Tara?
Well, what you want to do now, Brian, is take it off and put it on the box and eyeball up how long you want your finial and how wide you want it. You know?
Yep.
Because you won't, you need to compare it now, don't you? Really, with your actual length of your box and how you want it to look. So
yeah, I'm just thinking chunky. This is just a little bit chunky.
Yeah, it's a bit. I would take it in half that diameter, but of course we haven't seen it on the box yet, so it's difficult to say, isn't it?
Shape it up.
Andy Pickard's in. Hello, Andy. Nice to see you.
Evening, Andy.
Seen Andy in
Great
a while.
chess set, mate. Look forward to seeing it finished.
Too big, Terry, yeah?
Yeah, it is too big, much too big. That lid's too big too.
Don't think
it needs
it is.
to come in just a little bit.
No, I don't think it is.
Do you not?
Do you think this needs to come in this way a bit?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, in slightly. If you follow the curve of the bowl, right? But even you can still keep your little bit of lip on your lid, but after the lip, follow the curve. If you know what I mean.
Follow this curve, you mean?
Yeah, but keep the lip there if you want a lip on it as well. If you want the lid to overhang, but behind the lid, follow the curve. Gives you that little sort of.
Yeah, I take a fraction off of the lip. It's a little big, I think.
But there wasn't a centre mark at the end of that.
That's just not far out. You only want to follow that. You're not going to be cutting that, are you? So.
Can I spin that up without that coming off there, do you think?
Well, you could, but Jen cuts mine. It's between centres, so it shouldn't go anywhere. As long as you don't touch a bowl at all.
I know.
Cheers, Andy. Thanks for coming in, saying hello. Appreciate it.
See you again.
Yeah, Mary's on her way home. Just back from the gardening club. No, Todd. I'm not having a finial with a captive ring.
It has captive shavings.
Careful. Too
Steady,
touch that
you know.
box. Just bring it in and eyeball it, following it around as if it were becoming a round, you know?
That's what I'm trying to do, Terry.
That's, yeah, I know it's a bit precarious hanging off the end of a box, but
I think that's
I
quite
think
nice.
I think you're
it's
there,
looking
buddy.
nice. Yes, they're nearly there actually. Just another sort of 0.5 millimeter
Half a mil.
around. It is. Yeah, it's nearly there. I can see it. That's it. Come in, leave a lip and come in a bit, and then follow it round. It'll give it that pizzazz. That's better. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Round, 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 round. You come in round, you see. You're following the bullshit. That's better. That's better. That's better.
Now I'm left with another fillet here.
Well, that's right. Leave the fillet. Leave the fillet. You got 3 fillets on the other one, haven't you? Make a nice groove. Nice. That's it. Because you're going to take that ball smaller there, aren't you? That's got to be quite a bit smaller. So you want to go in. You want to take that down a bit. Careful, not too far yet, because you haven't eyeballed the length. And take that right round to your fillet.
That's where the
And you
little
get a
30-degree
cove.
bevel
You get a
works.
little cove in there, bro. Oh, you got a cove. That's right. That's good. That's it. And I take that's it. That down, round, round. Right over. Right over. Lovely job. That's looking better. Right. Let's see what that proportion looks like. How tall do you want it now? You want about 3/4 of the cup. What do you think, William?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, it's definitely too long anyway. The way.
Yeah, but I mean, if he
goes
comes like another, yeah, say half the cup height.
Yeah, even a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, 3/4 of a cup height. Yeah. Start trimming off the end bit now. Just get that down a bit. About 3/4 of cup height. You want
70 mil.
about 50 mil. Then you want. That's about it.
Yeah, that looks good.
What you're going to do on the end of that, then you know. You're going to come up to a little round ball and a point, or you're going to come
I
to
don't know.
a
I'm just
flame,
going to put a little, don't know,
Like a spear point.
a
or
spear
a
point.
flame.
Thing. Yeah, spear point. But I'm going to put it in the chuck for that.
Yeah, but you want to thin all that, then just flip it round to do
I'll
the
try
end
that
of it.
out, or I just go bring this further in and just go for a straight point. I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
This was the original idea. See, that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, you haven't got that.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you could still do it because you've got.
Oh, can I?
But you haven't got a ball on underneath that, have you?
No, but I could easily make one and make this narrower.
No, I think it looks good the way it is. But
No, that looks nice like that. But what you could do now, though, Brian, is you could make that.
Need to get rid of that.
Well, make your bulb a little bit thinner.
Yep, this bit here.
But make that so that because you want to straight up now on an angle, don't you? So make your bulb thinner so you can, but don't go down. Don't go down. Don't make it thinner at the top end. Bulb thinner so you can actually go straight up. So take your bulb down its diameter. Don't go down any further. Woo! Just thin the bulb down.
Well, this bit.
Look,
Yeah,
Lewis
you want
says the same.
that
He
to
says
go
he's for a
straight
bit
up, don't you?
narrower.
Like the picture, straight up.
Oh, but I don't know if I do now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, don't do it then. So if you go down thinner on the bulb, you can then go straight on that. Don't take any timber off there. No timber off. No timber
Well,
off.
again, I have to take a timber off of there,
No,
Terry.
you don't. Thin the bulb down.
Yeah, you're just trying to get me to make it like in a picture, but I changed my mind. I don't want like in a picture.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll thin the rest of the wood out then anyway, and let's get down to something that you can look and see what you like. You could have had it, straight up to not to a point, but to narrow, and then you fluted it, Brian. Your fluting jig.
Yeah, right. I could have, but I'm not gonna.
Klondike Craftsman says he's for the narrower one.
Well, if it has to be narrow, I need to take more out of here.
Zed says you've got some phenomenal techniques. He needs to take inspiration from it. You watching the same video as us, Zed? And Zed says, Brian, this Brian is so long-winded. I wish he'd just get straight to the point. Oh, duh.
Right there, there's your little ball now. If I
Right.
could ever make it into a ball.
Well, use your skew. Get down in there. The long point.
William, you answer that.
No.
That's the one.
I was just saying there earlier, little 30
Right, now,
degree bevel on a
don't take too
spindle
much off
gouge
now,
is great.
Brian. That is almost like the picture now. I quite like that, actually. You want to go at that angle now, all the way up.
I
Where
know.
you're going to stop.
I just need to do something there.
All right.
Just to make a little transition there.
Yeah.
So a tiny little fillet.
Roger Kent has just came in.
yeah.
Good evening, Roger.
Oh, Roger. We'll go back
So-
the other way then to make you fill it. Go back the other way to make you fill
I've
it.
got it and it's done.
I got it right. Don't push. Don't go in. Go straight now. Get that down. Yeah. Then you can get your angle you need and just trim it down.
Whoops.
That's right.
Oopsie.
That's wasted wood anyway.
It is, yeah.
Now, don't use the tip of the gouge. Use the wing of the gouge and just start at your ball and work your way up the angle you want.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, beautiful that'll be. Sort of keep the same angle and just go for it.
Blunt.
I was just going to say it's getting dull on you, yeah.
Not the point. Use the wing.
Starting to vibrate badly there.
Keep it that angle. Don't worry about it. Keep it that angle.
Yeah, I'm just going to take tiny little cuts there.
Yeah, just gradually.
Just bring it back down again. So I'm basically just using that like a skew now.
Right, now, before we go any further then, what I suggest you do now is take the waist away that you got there as well and make it longer for now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you can flip it round into to get your exact length when you eyeball it up, to yourself, Don't forget you can turn boxwood to about 0.5 millimeter without going into the thing. You can turn boxwood to quite thin before it'll break on you.
I know. There we go. Let's get rid of this.
Yeah. Now, it's come straight now from the ball, almost dead straight in my eyes, but you wanted to go up on a slant, didn't you? So think about going thinner. That might be time to part it off and strip it round. Careful now. You can't bevel there because you're too on an angle.
Yeah, I think maybe put it in the chuck, buddy.
Yeah, you can't keep a bevel on that. I can tell. Should have a little tiny skew for that.
Want to go to there, I think, Terry.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Right. I would cut that off before you
Cut off. Cut this off.
the waste. Yeah. Then you're only playing with the because you won't be able to turn that waste off.
No, I'm going
when
to
it's in
saw
the
it.
chuck.
I'm just going to saw it off, Terry.
It will flip out, won't it? It'll go mad on you.
Was it off with the handsaw?
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it off.
Nah, good boy.
Mind your fingers.
You've no
Especially on the
spares.
point- especially on the point of that tailstock.
Might as well.
You see how dense it is? You took a long time to take it off.
Oh, I tell you what, it's a good fit, that lid.
Lewis says, there, now I can unclench.
Calm yourself, Liz.
All in hand.
If I've got this right now, this should just sit in here.
It should just sit in nicely. Not too
Okay.
hard.
Go try that. Lovely shavings, isn't they? Beautiful.
Right, all you could do is take your angle, how far you want to go in, you'll to your point, or not a point, but to your round over.
Just needs to be a little bit thinner, I think.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a pip.
Quite a bit. You got a little skew, you can start from the ball and work, just cut it, slide
No,
it
I haven't
out.
got a tiny skew, Terry.
Give that little gouge a sharpen there because after been using it
Yeah.
for a bit.
Have
Or break
another
out the spare one.
one. I have another one.
That's right.
This one should do the job. Let's try this one.
Use just the wing, not the point. And I'll act like a skew then. We should be doing about 2,000 revs now. Are we going or more?
1700, no, 2048.
That's better. Get it up there. Only turning. It's only lightly gripped in the chuck, so you want the speed now to make it cut.
So I'm just going to get the size I want at this end.
Mm-hmm.
And then just slowly work my way back to the bottom.
Lewis says, I don't get nervous turning, but I do watching.
Yeah.
Same as.
That'll do. I just want to bring this in now.
How long's the clicking been there, Robert? Because I think it might need charging in. I'll stick me wire in. Stick the wire in. I'll be getting low on. Adrian thinks we need a needle point. Go on, Brian. You know you want to, he says. I'd make it really thin and just put a little ball on top. That's me.
Not enough material now.
Right, so you could have a small ball, a 2mm ball and a 1mm stem. Right.
Good
Time for sanding.
Good I am, miracle worker I'm not. No, it's not time for sanding. Oh, I wish I'd get my skew in there.
This box can go both ways with the skew.
What you say, Terry?
Go the other way. You're not cutting uphill with the skews easy enough with the boxwood because it's so tight grained. It probably won't notice. Just make sure you got the bevel engaged so you don't scrap back on you. Yeah. Although it's starting to vibrate a bit now. Put your finger underneath.
It is whistling a little bit.
Give us some support. Greenhaven Creations just joined us.
Good evening, Brian.
Brian. Oh, you risky boy you are. Yeah, lovely. Nice little ball point there. Quick twist. You shouldn't get a catch anyway, Bri, because it's so small, it'll just cut off. Boxwood, Lewis, could get quite, I mean, it depends on, you know, I've got a piece that's about 8-inch diameter. I think it's about 400 years old.
It's very slow growing.
I have seen it bigger than that. I've seen some stuff 12 inches diameter. But the chap who's got that lives in France. Jean-Claude. Like I said, I've seen it. He didn't offer me any. He did give me some, but not that width. And that's not cheap at that price either. Looking better. Well, I know that's not the case, Vinny. He has turned since November. He just hasn't gone on YouTube. He hasn't lost his touch. He knows what he's doing.
No.
Yeah, Adrian Cohen's way skew needed.
Oh, I have a Cohen way skew. What was I doing?
You have. You got the little one, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Use that one.
Too late.
See?
I didn't know you had one.
He does. Do you know how we're doing that then, Bri? I'd make that ball come in even further and thin down the waist bit by the ball. Just thin it slightly. But, you know, it's up to you.
What, down here?
Yeah, it just looks a bit big for the ball. Yeah, it looks a little bit big for the ball, you know? Although it does look good, you know. No, better not.
No, I think leave.
Yeah. Yeah, leave it like that. Yeah, it looks nice.
Loses Greenwich.
Lewis agreed, yeah. It's a little bit thick by the ball.
I think when we see it on the piece now...
What is that, 400? About 400 bits. Yeah, give me another about 400. I almost think that's too thick there.
Yeah, I just told you it is. Get your Cohen waist skew and thin it down.
Yay.
Round the ball over a bit more. Get it half that thickness. Don't have it parallel, but get it half that thickness.
Don't know where my common way skew is. Terry.
Yeah, sharpen the transition from the ball to the stem.
I've got more
In that
spindle
long
gauges than I know what to do with.
Put it in a drawer, I expect.
I don't know. I can't see my common way skew. What have I done with that? Lost the skew, Terry.
Put away in the tin in it. In a drawer somewhere.
It must be. I'm not going to spend time looking for it now. Oh, found it.
You good? Can you wipe the shavings away off your lathe and put something black underneath?
Oh, God, what do you want?
Well, we can see it then.
Something black.
Well, dark. So we
Anything dark.
Dancing with Aardvarks is in. Mike? That's better.
Good evening, Mike.
Not yet. Well, you've nearly missed it, Mike. That's perfect.
Perfect for you, maybe. I'll have to get in there.
Well,
Brian
that's
is
right.
after turning a little stemmed box. And he's now just turning the finial blade.
They're going to finish the job properly. He's going to make that stem ball come right round, tight, and put a sharp edge in it. That's it. And take your time, because we don't want you. You can use the long point if you want it to be easier. It'll be easier with a long point.
Can't get in now, Terry.
Or left-handed then. Make sure you're on the bevel. Doesn't look like you are. That's better.
Oh, cheat just a little bit.
It's not cheating. It's knowing, it's using the tools the way you need to.
They make perfect negative rake scrapers.
Yeah.
That's all mine get used for anyway.
Right, Brian, what I suggest you do now is, you know where the finial joint,
Yeah, yep.
put a line in with this, with the right in tight with the point of the skew. Put a line there.
Just here.
Yep. So you can see it.
Is that enough?
V, or make a V a line. You know, you need to distance it from the. That's it. You need to, you know,
I think that'll do,
get
Terry.
a transition there. It's looking good. It's looking good.
See that better now?
That's
Yeah.
better. That's looking good. Yep.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, stand up. Super job. Yeah, that's it, Lewis. A clean V. That's what he's got.
Just need to round this ball off a wee bit. It's a little bit.
Don't have to be round.
No, it's got lines in it, Terry.
Oh.
You fine now, though?
Sometimes I like the ball when they're a bit flat.
Yeah, a little flat in the middle of the ball, you mean?
No, when the ball is squashed, you know,
Aye, squished, aye.
not the same length as his diameter, smaller.
Pumpkin shaped.
Yeah, oh, that's lovely.
Very thing. It's ended up with a very simple finial.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you need.
Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
Now all I'll do is paint it black.
Well, you can if you want, but I
I'm not
wouldn't.
going. No, I'm not going.
I'll sand and
sanding
seal
stuff.
that and polish it and stick it on the box and let's have a look at it.
So I'm going.
You can always sand the bottom of the box and the bottom of the lid later.
I'll fix the bottom of the box later. That's right. Not going to be an issue.
Yeah, look at that. Gorgeous stuff. He's only winding you up, Adrian. He's not going to spray it black.
Oh yes, I am.
Yeah, you know.
No, you won't.
A little bit. Canoe wax would have been ideal for that, Terry, wouldn't it?
Hmm. You got any?
Yeah, it's in this tin. It's called blended canoe wax.
Yeah, and they stick on there going 3,000 revs of the stick of canoe, but a little bit glossy. Isn't it?
It's canoe wax in that. It's fine.
There is, but well, you did the rest of it with it, so
It actually shines up pretty good.
it does. And the more coat you give it, the more deeper the shine. I have found a replacement for my Sunday Live. It's Brian. Todd.
Who's this?
You. Todd saying you can replace me for Sundays. Good idea.
Who said that, Todd?
Yeah.
Todd's getting far too bold, I think.
Hardwood. It is quite hard as well, Lewis.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It is a hardwood.
Bloody hell. Tell you what. Remember that still has the bottom to be sanded.
You can take that off, yeah.
And I still have to sand the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Oh, do that.
We have to move it back a bit.
Yeah, just wrong camera. It's the wrong camera, that's why I'm getting in trouble. There we go.
That's better.
There you go.
Pull the tail stuck out of the way.
Doing it, Terry. I'm doing it, Terry.
Right, let's get the lid on then.
So yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Nice tight fit.
It's lovely tight fit. It's hard to come off again. But
Well,
anyway,
that's
there
right.
it
You can
goes.
sand that anyway to make it fit, can you?
There you go. That's annoying me, just the foot of that.
Well, it's nothing, is it? It's just that must be part of it.
I'll fix that. There you go. It's kind of straight there.
There you go. Lovely.
So that's it.
Lovely
That's
job.
that
Lovely
little
job.
task done. I
Yep.
quite like that little finial now. It's about the right height for the piece. But getting it off is not easy. If you kind of prise it off.
Well, you can sand the inside of the box, can you? By hand.
Oh, a little pop fit. So there you go. Two little. A finial and a pot.
Ruth says,
Yes.
wonderful, Brian. Creep.
Thank you, thank you, Ruth. Never you
Lucy
mind.
says, that's a cute little pot. Adrian says, very nice. Lewis eventually says, great.
Thanks, Lewis.
Yes. Great
There's
job,
your
buddy.
heart. Can you give your heart a kickstart there? You'll be all right.
Hey, it's just great demo. Love the shape. The pot. Contrast for finial. Brilliant.
Susie said, sweet little box. Super job, Brian, from Rob the Professor.
Bring
Good to have you back.
in. There we go, guys. She's back in. So one little box, and the lid actually
Steam
does
beer.
fit really nice.
Well done, Todd.
You have to get it straight, mate, or it won't go in. There you go. Nice and straight. One little box. I put that black thing in behind that. You'll
Robert
see.
Brover says, that's a nice job, Terry. Yeah, you're welcome, Robert.
That's what always happens on our lights.
Yeah. He takes direction from me and I take direction from him.
Can it do it between us? It works a treat.
Yes, it does. No, that looks great. I like that.
Thanks very much, guys. Let me bring
Super
myself
job,
back
Bri.
on camera. How do I get myself back on camera again? I've forgotten. Change that to there. There we go.
Yep.
Back.
There we are. He's back. He's back. He's back.
So that's the first one back. Oh God, it's 9:30. Sorry for taking so
That's
long,
all
guys.
right.
That's 2 hours, isn't it? 7:30 to 9:30.
Good
That's
job,
not
mate.
too bad. Can't complain.
That's not too bad.
Brilliant job.
Telly is
got a
boring anyway.
I've got a fancier box to try, which is, but I'm going to do a practice run first. Well done in spite of your earworms. Oh,
Agency,
thanks.
yeah, say well.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thanks,
Okay.
Adrian. Yeah, good man.
Lewis says, "Is that a new smock?"
I do have a button
It's,
here, Adrian, that says
It's my Heartwood logo on
Come
here. You
out.
see, Heartwood logos. Nice new smock.
yeah.
My wardrobe mistress makes for me.
You know what he's like, Brian. He's always issues.
I have a new wardrobe mistress.
Paul says, Brian, did you enjoy that?
I did, yeah.
Even with our heckling.
Yeah, sure. That's what makes it. It's no fun if there's no crack in the background. I mean, it's easy
Oh.
to. It's actually quite easy to stand here and turn and not say very much. It's the crack that makes it.
Lewis says, is
Yeah,
it
for you
pink
guys.
or red? That's Mark.
It's red.
Red, Lewis.
It's red when you can see it, but it looks pink on the
It looks
screen.
pinky on the screen, yeah.
It looks
white
kind of
balance of the
cerise
cat.
colour on the screen,
Right.
but it's not. It's red.
Yeah.
So it's. I don't know what's wrong with that camera. It's just.
It's not cerise. Adrian, cerise is blue.
Cerise is red.
It's blue.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Then a pig's ear in it is.
Bluey red. Save
It's
argument.
not. It's a pink. It's a pinky red. It's cerise.
Keza says it's red. Matches his shoes. It does.
It has much.
If he's got his shoes on,
He has,
he's got
yeah.
his shoes on.
His red safety shoes.
He little red shoes, yeah. Lovely.
My red safety trainers. I wear them all the time. I've got 3 pairs of them now, by the way. Anyway.
One pair
That's
up the
it.
yard, one
We're
pair
done.
there, and one pair when he goes. to
Anybody
bed.
get any?
Goes to bed.
Anybody get any questions they would like to ask? Probably.
When you on again? That's the first question.
Next Thursday, but back. I'm going to try and go weekly. But
Okay.
I might have to take the odd day off, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next Thursday again. Everything in this house has to be red.
Yeah. Lewis says, fun live.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Very
Lewis.
welcome,
Cheers,
Lewis.
Lewis.
Appreciate you coming in, mate.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming in.
Yeah,
Nice to
absolutely.
see you all.
Everybody. It was good to see everybody.
Don't forget tomorrow night is Steve SK Crafts.
Oh yeah, we've got special guest earworms.
Special guest earworms tomorrow.
Alright.
Is what's names?
Easy Wood Tools.
Easy Wood Tools.
Easy wood tools. Did you like my white calipers, by the way?
I did.
Oh.
Did you paint them or they
White
bought like
calipers.
that?
That's the wrong
Paint them,
camera.
did you?
That's the wrong camera. That's the right camera. Look, nice white calipers, so you guys can see them.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
I sprayed them.
Lovely. Lovely.
I came in today and there were actually a tiny little bit of rust on them, so I sanded them all back and then sprayed them white. I thought it makes a nice contrast when you put them up against the wood. You can see them better.
In a minute, you paint your tools gold.
And my tools are gold.
Well, they are gold already, and I forget.
Some of them are gold, yeah.
Posh Brian.
Posh Brian.
Very posh. Very posh.
Posh Brian. Learn from Terry, look. Posh. Anyway, we'll go, won't we?
Lovely job.
Says
Amazing
Zed,
as always,
amazing
Brian.
as always, Brian.
Zed.
Thanks for the inspiration. Very welcome,
Yeah.
Zed.
Thank you, Zed.
Malcolm says, great. Well done, Brian, Terry, and William. Thanks for coming in, everyone.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Enough of these compliments. I'm leaving now.
Yeah, we're leaving now. We're going to have a
Right, guys.
Very well.
Thank you very much for
Very good.
coming in and watching us.
See you
We'll be
later.
back next week, hopefully.
Good to have you back on delayed.
Yeah,
Have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you all sometime over the weekend, I'm sure.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Good night.
Say goodbye, guys.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Take
See you
care.
later. Thanks for hit the thumb.